Good morning. The sky looks surprisingly blue, and I didn't realise that until I saw it in the camera. I'm dressed quite warm, but it does actually feel warmer than it has the last few days, so I think that's good. I am so tired. I really struggled to get up this morning. It doesn't help that we start half an hour earlier today, so I had to wake up half an hour earlier, so the whole shebang. Today we have our first day of choreo, and apparently it's meant to be quite hard, but I think part of me is kind of looking forward to that because I do like choreo and dancing, but equally because of how tired I am, I just don't know how much I'm gonna be able to take in, which is not good. We'll see how the day goes. And then later, after rehearsals, I have my costume fitting, so that should be quite fun. I was meant to have it tomorrow, but I need to get my PCR tomorrow, which I still need to book. So I asked and someone said they could swap with me, which is good. And then, like I said yesterday, we might be going to a show tonight, but we'll see. Oh, the cat's back. Oh, it's a different cat. Anyway, that's all I have to report for now. I'm just exhausted, and if I can just make it to tomorrow night, I can have an early night tomorrow, but I've just got to wake up tomorrow first, and I think that's going to be the toughest one. And I have so much I need to do. I just saw a snail, and now I'm really worried about snails, so I kind of want to look at the ground. I feel like I haven't seen snails in a long time. What time of year is peak snail season, I wonder? Probably around this time. Anyway, that's all from me, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, this is going to be a really short video for me, and I will film more perhaps tomorrow, perhaps another day. I am absolutely knackered. We went to see Anyone Can Whistle, which was beautiful and really, really good. But then my friend met up with a friend, and I think they're still there, but I just couldn't. I didn't really want to stay at all, but my friend said, oh, it's just going to be one drink, and I was like, okay, I'll stick around. And then it got to a point where I was like, if I leave any later than this, I'm going to be home after midnight, and I can't afford to do that. I'm so tired anyway, and I know that tomorrow's my night off, but I need to be able to wake up tomorrow and get through rehearsals tomorrow. So for the first time in my life, I think, I just said, look, I'm really sorry, I need to go. And I'm so glad I did, because if they're still talking now, I don't know what I would do. So I'm very glad to be relatively close to home. I've still got a bit of a walk, but the worst part is over. I just have to get to my bed now. I'm so tired. And I'm not going to do anything when I get home except get into pajamas and sleep, and I hope and presume I will fall asleep quite quickly. Anyway, I will talk more about the show tomorrow because it was really, really good, but I'm just so tired, and I have so much I need to do as well, so much admin stuff. So I will leave you here today, and we will chat more later on, shall we say. Okay, bye. I made it. I'm in bed before midnight, just about. I've literally just got into bed, but I did make it, so I'm gonna literally switch off here, switch the lights off, put my Spotify on, and that's it. Bedtime. I know you can't see me, but I was just gonna say I was about to switch my phone off, and then I realised I hadn't set my alarms for tomorrow, so that could have been very problematic. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. Good morning. I'm a little bit more alive this morning, just a little, but still. I actually got up all right. I thought it was going to be harder. Don't get me wrong, I definitely did lie in bed for about 10 minutes, but still, I was able to get up. I think it helped that it was the most beautiful sunrise. The sky was all purple and pink, and that always gets me up. Anyway, ooh, cat, hello. Before I talk about the actual show, I've just realised I completely forgot to mention yesterday that I had my costume fittings, and I forgot how much I love costume fittings. I feel like it always becomes so much more real, and it really, really did for me. I stepped into my first costume, which was actually a lot nicer than I was expecting, because we'd seen pictures of what the costume should look like, and I remember seeing this one and just being like, oh, it doesn't look very nice. But basically, it's a corset with a tutu on top, although she said technically the tutu's meant to go underneath, but because she gave me the tutu after, I put it on top, and she was like, actually, that's quite cute, you can leave it like that. And it's this all green flowery thing, and I just love it. So that was a great start. And then she gave me a seahorse, which just very much reminded me of when I was in Little Mermaid a few years ago. But anyway, we kept going through a couple of costumes, and it was just really, really fun. I tried almost everything on. There were a couple of bits she didn't have, and one or two things I tried on and that just did not fit me at all. So she said she was going to figure out where to get them. But I really did love almost all of my costumes. I think one of my favorites has to be this beautiful princess ball gown we have at the end of the Disney show, because I just love it, and it's blue, and it's the best. But honestly, every time she pulled out a new costume, I was like, oh, this is so great. Especially with all the ABBA ones, I was like, oh. And then we tried on shoes and none of them fit. They were all too big. But the problem was my feet are quite small. So there was one pair of shoes where we tried on a couple of different sizes and I was like, this is still too big. And she was like, it doesn't come any smaller, so you're going to take these and we'll just figure it out. Maybe wear extra socks or something. So, you know, that's fun. But anyway, that was successful. And then the show. Anyone Can Whistle was really funny and lively and fun. It was a bit strange, but then it's a Sondheim show, so of course it was. The cast were great. It was on a traverse stage, which was really, really interesting because I've never seen anything on a traverse stage, but I remember learning about it years ago in school, and I was always intrigued how you could pull off a traverse stage because it's so hard to get like all the audience to see everything. And it was just brilliant. It just made so much sense. It was so well done. The direction was just really, really good. And actually my friend and I turned to each other and we were like, this just feels like this is how the show was meant to be done. And it's hard to imagine any other way that the show has been done. But I did just really enjoy it. So, you know, can't really complain. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I'm not very far from my bus. And if it comes, I want to be able to run for it. Although I really hope I don't have to. But I will film more later on. Or maybe I won't. Who knows? Bye!